Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. I am here to do a read for you for January 1st through the 15th, 2019. Yes, my friends, we are here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue what I had started in December, which is you and the other person. And I'm going to continue to put out my general reads, of course, my general monthly reads, I should say, of course. But I am going to continue to do our bi-weekly reads here. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for all of your likes, subscribes, and all your shares. I am so thankful for all of your support, your love, and I do thank you. I'm looking forward to kicking this new year off with a bang and seeing what's in store for you here, okay? So I do appreciate all of your support, and I would love to continue to do this on even a full-time basis. So keep the comments and keep everything going. I very much appreciate it. And do check out our store that's listed below. It's in the description box. I do have a link to that. So do please be sure to check that out and see if there's anything that is something that kind of piques your interest there. There are elements for the home and things like that. And I've mentioned that on a few of my videos before. So, but with that being said, this will be for, let me check this out. Okay, good. This will be for all Virgo sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus sign too, okay? If you're not sure what those other signs are, check the description box below as well. There is a little link that you can click, plug in your data, and it'll pop out your astrological chart, and you'll be set, okay? And if you don't know the time of your birth, the exact time, I should say, plug in 12 noon, okay? And I like to say that for new subscribers coming through because I think it's helpful, all right? And please also know that this is a general read. We read for, thousands of other people, so it's hard, to hit everyone and it resonate with everyone. So hopefully you can get something out of this, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the case, okay? This will be, again, will be you and the other person. The other person might be your current spouse, girlfriend. It might be a significant other. It could be just a person of interest. It even could be a family member or a loved one of some sort. So just note that as well, okay? Keep that in mind. And let's see, energies do transcend, so what doesn't resonate with you now may resonate with you down the line. So you want to check back, and that's why I always say check those other signs out that you have, because I think that might resonate with you, and you can just pull what does and ignore what doesn't, okay? All right. So happy New Year to you. Fresh page, new starts, new beginnings, out with the old and in with the new. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and move the camera down, and we're going to go ahead and get started because I want you to see the cards, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see what's in store for you over here. See what's going to happen for you. So let's go ahead. Note your comments, likes, and everything there below, guys. I want to hear. I want to keep the pulse on what's happening with all of you. So let's go ahead and start with you first, okay? Ooh, so Virgo, you've got some choices in love. When I see the Seven of Cups, this tells me lots of choices are coming through for you, okay? Cups are the water element, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So whether you're taking on that energy or that person of interest is of that particular sign or taking on that energy. But it has to do with love, relationships, romance, happiness, and that type of thing. So that's beautiful. Psychic abilities, even spiritual connections. So just keep in mind that not all of these cups are filled with something that you're going to want as it relates to love. It might be that you're dating and you have some choices to make, or you've been maybe dating a few people, now you've got to make a choice, okay? But it looks like that, you could be dating right now and there could be some choices that you have to make. 7 is a spiritual number too. So, it's just saying that you should use your intuition when it comes to this, okay? Relating to love, use your intuition and focus on, again, on your core values relating to love. What is it that you're going to compromise on? What is it that you're not going to compromise on? And that is going to be key, because once you've got that set for yourself, then you're able to make some better decisions from the heart based upon how you're feeling in the process, and if they align with both your heart, your head, and your spirit. And that's going to really, really help you, I think, a lot. So it looks like you've got a lot of choices in love. Careful considerations in the process. Just be careful on what you're considering, on whom you're considering, as it relates to that, okay? So Choices, choices, choices. It's nice to have choices. Don't let it overwhelm you. And that's why I say it's good to, you know, kind of write down a few things that you're not going to compromise on. It's going to help you, you know, weed out those that may not be working with you. Now, this could be a, you know, a solution in love, you know, coming up to a solution in love, and you might be confused as, you know, related to some situation at hand. Again, same thing is going to be important in that, and that would be to really, you know, focus on you know, the values that you have in related to a situation, the values that, you know, related to, you know, a choice in love. A situation could be with love as well. So, you know, it all is in the same pot that we're stirring here, but it's just saying, you know, be careful, make your best choices, follow your intuition. You know, take a moment to meditate about this too, because not all of whom that you might be associated with, or the you know, or the answers is going to be just, you know, ta-da, here it is. It's going to ask for you to go in and use your intuition in the process. So pause, take a deep breath, think deeply. How is your energy moving in your body? Think of each person, or, you know, the situation. Let's say you think of one person and think of how the emotions are moving, or how the energy moves in your body when you think of that person, and then clear your energy and think of the other person. And it's going to kind of give you a better idea on how the energy is moving in your body. Same thing for a situation. If there's a situation and you're not sure, play out the situation. Well, one way you could go would be A, and the next way you could go would be B. And, you know, pause, reflect on each one of those separately. And what you're going to want to do is to feel the energy inside you. Does it feel expansive? Does it feel vibrant? Does it feel non-constraining? You know, it should be more open. And if that's the case, that's kind of the one that kind of leads you better into something that your body is telling you, and your energy is telling you that might be a better choice, whether maybe in your head you might not know it. So just things to think about. I know I kind of, sorry for going on about that, but anyway, let's move on. All right, so now we've got the swords here. We've got the Seven of Swords. So interesting. Now, this is the air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there's some sort of challenge, struggle, or change that's taking place. Again, another 7 card. So this is saying to use, you know, use your intuition, but use your intuition in the right way, and don't use it in a sneaky way. Okay. So keep this in mind. Now, this could be you or someone else, but maybe you or someone else felt that they kind of got away with something, and they're kind of looking back and thinking, aha, you know, I got the upper hand here. Relationships aren't about having the upper hand. It's about, you know, it's a lot of it's about the compromising. It's about not being right, but it's about love, right? So sometimes you're going to have to, you know, compromise on certain things, you know, at certain times, you know, depending on the situation. But only you know what's going to be healthy for you. And I always say you have to definitely tap into your intuition. But that's what the swords are telling me here. There's kind of like this, you know, situation that's taking place here. And it's just telling me that, hey, right now, it looks like someone, just to be on your best behavior, don't overstep your bounds, and play truthful and play fairly with that other person. Be honest and upfront, you know, with that. It's a minor arcana card, but, you know, it is something still that wants to make itself known. So just, you know, keep in mind that, you know, don't act, you know, deceptively, or don't, you know, betray someone. Always do your best to be on par. And sometimes when you date a couple people and you're kind of stringing people on, there's a time you have to make a decision, right? You know, and so this is saying don't keep it going and think you're not going to get caught, because it does happen. You might think you're getting away with something now, but it can come back to bite your butt later, okay? All right, so let's move on to a few more things here on what you're feeling right now. Looks like you're holding things closely to you right now. You got the 4 coins, and this is basically saying the 4 pentacles. You could be just holding on to your financials. You're trying to develop that stability in a relationship right now. Okay, you've got the 4, which is like a box, 4 corners of a table. You want to feel balanced as it relates to a relationship. And you don't want to have to feel like you always have to look behind your back and someone's, you know, trying some sort of sneaky thing and trying to do something, you know, within the relationship. So just be honest and upfront, and I think that that's going to be your key to this. Focusing on your stability is, you know, be in a relationship, you want to be financially sound. So it might be, you know, talking to a partner about that, hey, this is what I want to do, and I want to remain sound, and this is very key. But you want stability in a relationship. There's no doubt about it. You really, truly do. And it's really important to you. Just don't hold too tight on the stability that you miss love coming through, because life is, you know, life continues to go. So just try to keep as balanced as you can relating to that. All right, and note your comments below. It looks like that maybe in the past you're making the choices. You're going to have to walk away from something, okay? And so in this, you actually get the Eight of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you might be dealing with someone, Virgo, and that you've made a decision to walk away, or you're taking on that energy, or that other person is taking on the energy. But these are cups. And when I see cups, it's more about love, relationships, and romance, and that you've had to turn your back on, even after all the hard work that you may have put in. Maybe you found that they were sneaking, you had to turn around and move forward with your life, but you knew it was the best decision to make. And you knew that things were hidden. There's some things that are hidden behind the moon. Just also remember, is behind the moon of things that were hidden that maybe you found out about is the sun, and the sun can bring you to that next, bring you onto that next trajectory in your life, that new path that you're going to go into. And you put a lot of work into this. There's no doubt about it, but you learned a lot. You learned a lot in the process, and that's something to remember. So how interesting. Now, again, that may or may not resonate with all of you, but that's what I'm seeing here, that it was in your best interest for your love life to move on, because you have greater horizons to walk forward to. And you've seen, you know, there was something that was hiding, and perhaps it was something that you didn't know, you know, in that process. This popped out when I was going to focus on the next card here, but since I was still talking on yours here, it relates to a lover situation. So of some sort, it was a union of some sort. But I think that this could also mean too is that you know, in a certain situation that you might have to leave a lover behind, you might be moving on with another lover as well. So if you were two people involved, it could be that there was a choice that had to be made. And of course, with any choice, there is one person that's got to walk away, right? And, you know, or move forward to find out what they really want as it relates to love. Okay, quite interesting. So let's talk about the other person here. Ooh, there's a beautiful Empress that you have in your life, or this other card comes across as the Empress. And the Empress is, wow, very beautiful. She is very nurturing type of woman in the tarot cards here. And she's very likes nice things around her, beauty. She loves nature. It's a major arcana card. You know, it's associated with that maternal influence. And she can represent the creation of life. It's also new romance. She also is really good in business too, okay? It could be even, you know, she loves art. You know, she loves all that aesthetic type stuff. And it's about abundance, very stability. This is a new opportunity. So whatever it is that you might have left, or, you know, this is a new opportunity in love. So it could be a new opportunity with your current love, and you had to walk away from something else. Or maybe you figured out a new way to gain stability in your romance here. But this other person is the beautiful Empress. And it's quite beautiful. She also represents pregnancy. It could be that. It could be the Earth-type energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So that could be a fellow sign, or perhaps this is an Empress that you are interested in here. It is a 3 cards, so she's all about creativity. She's ruled by the planet Venus, you know, which is that aesthetic pleasing, loves the arts, loves expansion, you know, loves all of that. It's quite beautiful, really loves that stuff. So that might be someone that you're approaching. This is saying is that this person is balancing themselves. They want to make sure that they balance their emotions with their intellect, and so it's very important to gain emotional and intellectual balance. And in a relationship, that's going to be very important. Temperance is going to be key within their love relationship. So very beautiful. They want something that's more balanced, okay? And I think that you do too, because you've got the stability card here. So that's quite beautiful. But it's basically just telling me that, hey, at this particular moment, that it's going to take an equal give and take as well. And it's going to be that you really, really want to have that equilibrium. It's a major arcana. So it's connecting, balancing, harmony, you know, creating that alchemy within a relationship. And that's what they want. They're really good at doing that too as well. They do things in moderation. They connect with their spirit guides. It's quite beautiful. And it's nice because you know, they focus on Jupiter, which is that planet of expansion, and it may have to do with the fire element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign as well. That's kind of rules, the element that rules this card is fire. So it's quite interesting. So what else is this person? Ooh, King of Cups. So quite interesting, Virgo. You might be, they have in their life, there is a King of Cups. So they might be taking on this energy, but they're very, people come to them for advice. So there might be someone that people come to for advice, you know, on a given situation in business or in whatever their specialty is in life. But they definitely want a King of Cups person in their life, someone that can make, you know, good decisions, someone that is well known, you know, someone that people go to even for advice. So that there could be you, that they might go to you for advice on, and you might be taking on this King of Cups energy, or, you know, they've got a King of Cups, they're taking on that role themselves, or they're looking for balance in their life, and what they want is someone that also has that balance in life and has that same temperance and of emotional and intellectual here, because the King of Cups certainly portrays that. And the King of Cups, again, is the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy, so it's that water energy. They too are looking at their pentacles just like you. So they're looking at their pentacles. Here's you, there's them. And so they just want to make sure they have a solid foundation. This is interesting. You're mirroring each other a little bit here. And what this is saying is that, you know, she's careful where she places her love in a certain situation. So she just wants to make sure that she's careful on whoever she gives her love to. Now, this is it's a pentacle, so it does talk about the Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and that's you. So that could be that they making sure that if they have an opportunity with you here, that they want to make sure that this is going to be something that is going to be long-term. Nothing that's going to be jump here today, gone tomorrow, like this little rabbit here at the corner. She's going to contemplate, and she's going to want to know, you know, where she's going to give her heart to, and it's not going to be something that's just short-term, okay? And then lastly, there's a new beginning. There's a Page of Swords. It looks like that she too might have some options. Page of Swords might be coming into their life for this new beginning. And maybe, or she's taking that on in a new beginning in a relationship. And that could be the case as well. And the swords are the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Virgo, if you're that's that type of energy. So this person might be having this new beginning with you relating to a love situation. Could that very much well be the case. Or this person is starting brand new and is really going to make sure that there's no challenges, to make sure that she's going to cut out any challenges or any struggles, you know, that as it relates to love, or, you know, maybe she just got out of a relationship and is going to start a new one and you happen to meet. Very much well could be the case. Lots of things could happen in this. So, you know, multiple situations for people. So let me know in your comments below, guys. Now, what is it that you would like to say to them, Virgo? Let's go ahead and pull some cards on what you'd like to say to them and what they would like to say to you. Interesting. So it looks like you both have new beginnings as well. And then you've got this lover's situation that comes through on your side, which, you know, it could a new lover, or it could be, you know, a past lover, a past situation. So I'd be interested to know your comments below, guys. I'd like to hear. So what is it that you, Virgo, would like to say to this particular person? Wow. Your behavior embarrassed me. I'm trying to tell you, not to make you feel bad, but so I can feel close to you again. Wow. Oh my gosh. So maybe that in the past, maybe that there wasn't equal balance in this situation, and you stood up to, you know, you held your ground, you know, in this process, and you kind of cut them off. It could have been the case. I mean, I don't know, but that's what this is basically saying. So quite interesting. Wow, your behavior embarrassed me, and I'm trying to tell you not to make you feel bad, but so I can feel close to you again. So something that you felt that this other person had done in some way, shape, or form, and you don't want them to feel bad, but you just want to have a connection again. You're trying to breach that. So very interesting. What does this other person want to say to you, Virgo? All I'm feeling right now is your position. And I need you to come back so I can relate to you, not your position, okay? Very interesting. So it could have been maybe something that you've met in work. I don't know. Note your comments below. And it could be that this person, that Virgo, that they're trying to relate to you. And so you want to relate to them so you can feel close again. So you just want to make sure that you are turning to each other as a confidant and not as enemies. You both want to come together. So that's, really just the case there. And you have to be, true to yourself as well. So all I'm feeling right now is your position, and I need you to come back so I can relate to you and not your position. So, going back and getting, dropping into the heart in this situation to have that conversation is going to be key. Maybe getting out of your head and really focusing on your heart is going to be very, very helpful in the process, okay? What other advice can we give on this so we could breach this gap so you both can bring up things that hurt each other, or that can bridge this communication gap that's feeling a little businessy and not so much in the heartfelt realm, okay? Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Okay, there's your answer, guys. Okay, you're going to have success if you focus on love. We just talked about that, getting out of the head and dropping to the heart as it relates to this conversation. And that's what seems to be coming up here. Any other final advice? Okay, let's see here. Happiness. So you're going to have success and happiness. And it's saying that I'm aware that I'm happy, okay? And that being happy means that I'm on the right path, okay? So you know that if you're both happy, obviously that you're on the right path together. But what's going to bring success is to get out of the head and drop into loving and drop into your heart to have this conversation here. And not focus on just what each wants to say, but how you're saying it's going to be key, okay? All right. All right, I love you all. I look forward to seeing you on the second half for the bi-weeklies for January. Start this new year off with a bang and just follow, focus on your heart when you're trying to communicate with that other person here, okay? Look forward to seeing the second half. Namaste.